The players, no doubt, feeling that loss today. But also welcome to Carlisle for the second round of the John Player Cup. 200-1 outsiders at Norton Park here today. A fine defensive record in the second division. Joe Bargett having been brought in at number 6 instead of Nigel Stevenson. Steve Raybould in at number 8 for Jimmy Thompson. But a very strong pack of forwards there with Birdsall, Hollingsworth and Boyd. A very strong back three. Widnes side there, very strong. Favourites for this competition. There have been doubts over Mick George at 3, Cunningham at 4, and Mick Adams the captain at 13, but all have been declared fit this morning. An unusual feature, 2 forwards on substitute there. O'Neill and Glyn Shaw showing the depth of talent in this Widnes side. And we're about to kick off. Widnes in the traditional colours of white shirts, black stripe, and Carlisle in rather a new strip of blue shirts, red and white stripes. I have Alec Murphy with me today. How do you think Carlisle will go, Alec?
Well, it should be a very interesting duel for Carlisle. They're just come out of the second division. They're playing first division opponents for the first time this season, and we'll see just what the pace difference is, because this will cause a big problem with Carlisle. There's just a lack of extra pace.
Yes, Carlisle bringing the ball away now. Mick Morgan, very experienced prop. Alan Agar, Boyd, strong lad, this Dennis Boyd, ex-Wigan, the captain of the side. Agar, Hollingsworth, oh, lost the ball, Eddie Cunningham. Doubts over Cunningham's fitness this morning, but he's been declared fit and a strong runner for Widnes. Gawley, O'Neill. Lockwood, nice burst from Brian Lockwood there. Good signing by Widnes last year, taking a lot of pressure off Mick Adams' shoulders, the captain. Gawley, Les Gawley, nice slip ball there to John Myler accompanying. Widnes putting the pressure on immediately. Mick Adams, good burst from Widnes this. The wind is in Carlisle's favour at the moment. A good strong wind here on a nice day. Myler, Gregory, Lockwood. And well held out there by Carlisle. They'll need to hold out this strong running Widnes side. A lot of pace in this team. But Carlisle have a very good defensive record in the second division. And Alan Agar, their captain, has assembled quite a squad of professional players around him. Boyd. Mick Morgan. And a good strong run from Morgan there. Crowther, Boyd. Forwards testing each other at the moment. Raybould. Good strong Featherstone lad this. Come in today for the Great Britain, Jimmy Thompson. And offside. Offside by Mick Adams there, the Widnes captain. Viewers may notice a box on the side of the referee. It's a heart and pulse monitor, and no doubt his heart is racing at the moment as he gave that decision. The referee, John Holsworth from Leeds, voted last year's most promising referee. And it's Steve Ferris with the first kickable chance of the game. Scored in every game this season for Carlisle. Good kicker, served his apprenticeship for Bradford Northern. About 35 yards out, in front of the post, and he's got a good strong wind behind him, so this is a kickable chance to give first blood to Carlisle. No, disappointing. Burke clearing. Lockwood running strongly. He seems to be running faster than ever this season, Brian Lockwood. I think he's done quite a lot of training in the close season. Mike O'Neill. Gregory, Gawley. Gregory again. He'll be in the action, this lad. Andy Gregory. And a lovely break. A good break from Andy Gregory there. Just been brought into the England squad, and he'll be keen to show his mettle today. O'Neill. And the referee spotted something there. Yes. He's pulling out Joe Bargett, I think, for a bit of fisticuffs in that tackle. And Mick Burke to take to touch. Mick Burke, the prolific point scorer for Widnes. O'Neill. Oh, good tackle there from Mick Morgan. Lockwood, Gregory, nice switch move, Adams, Burke coming in, he's looking for the win, no support again on that touch side. Adams, Gregory, Lockwood, oh, nice slip pass, but he's lost it again. Well, this is a tale of lost ball near the line. A little too eager in this second round of the John Player Cup. Ian Crowther, Carlisle hooker coming away. Morgan. Yes, oh, it's got a good ball away. And Joe Bargett, now he can run this lad, he can really go. Will he make this line? Can John Bargett's chasing him all the way. What a try! Yes! A tremendous try! And what a run from that boy, Joe Bargett. A very cheap buy from Keithley. And what a dividend he's paid off here today.
Well, what a superb try this is. Look at this for a beautiful ball of Mick Morgan. He draws two men in, and look at this for a lovely, perfect position pass. And doesn't Joe Bargett take it well? He's striding out, he's got Basnett, and he's got Eddie Cunningham, he's got Burke, and this lad's going to go all the way. It's going to be a beautiful try. Bargett should have dove, I think. And what a wonderful try that is.
And 15 minutes into the first half, there's Joe Bargett, the try scorer, and the kick has also gone over to make it 5-0 now to Carlisle. Adams. Oh, good run from Mick Adams, but he's no support with him. He's looking for the support, and a good tackle from Hollingsworth. Well, I would have thought that was a good tackle. Probably I tackled a bit high in my own day, but it's a penalty. The referee.
Well, if you see this ball here, Mick Adams makes a good break, but just watch the tackle. It's coming in now. Mick Adams is going into the man, and if you can see coming back here now, he did go in with both hands, and he rightly so give a penalty. It was a little bit high, and
with 15 minutes left in this first half, this is a very kickable chance for the Widnes goal kicker Mick Burke. Immediately in front of the post, about 20 yards out, and he should be able to add another to his 52 goals already this season. There's quite a strong wind against him, but it is a very, very kickable chance. Yes, that's 2 points. A kicker of Burke's quality doesn't miss many goals like that. So that's pull Widnes back into the game. Probably give them a little bit of fresh heart. 2 points for Widnes and 5 to Carlisle. Alan Agar kicking off for Carlisle. Will be well pleased with this lead at the moment, but I'm sure He'll probably need a few more points than this as he faces the second half. And Widnes allow it to roll dead. A shrewd thinker in the game is Alan Agar, very experienced player, Wakefield, Hull KR, now leading this Carlisle revival. Steve Raybould, Agar. Carlisle quite content just to hold the ball here as the pack settle again. Morgan. 10 minutes to go in this half. Widnes on attack. O'Neill. Good dummy. Cunningham. Oh! And it's still going. No, offside. The referee given an offside decision there. Rather unfortunate for Carlisle. But a welcome penalty to Widnes. Will McBurke have a go at goal, or will he press the ball into the corner and keep the pressure off? He's going for the corner to keep the pressure off. Lockwood. Well, Carlisle must keep Widnes out here. A try at this stage could be crucial in this match for Widnes. Gregory, Adams, Gawley coming strong. Look, good move there. Bringing both the second rows off him, dummying and then giving it to Gawley. 5 yards from the Carlisle line. Adams, Gregory, Cunningham. Now here's a chance, 3-2. Basnett's into the corner. Oh yes, nicely moved out there. John Basnett scoring his 9th try there.
Well, this is what Widnes wanted. A good pair of hands, several pair of hands. A good ball off Andrew Gregory here to Eddie Cunningham, who looks as though he's going to score himself. He just throws the cover in, and John Basnett goes flying in at the corner.
John Basnett there, been a tremendous success since his arrival from New Brighton Rugby Union Club here at Widnes. Broke the record, 5 tries in the first round of the John Player Cup against Hunslet. And there he's in again today. A difficult kick here from McBurke. Well out on the touchline with a strong wind against him. If he can kick this, this will be a very creditable kick to Burke. Not quite, the wind blows it away from the post. And so, at 5 points all, Widnes 5, Carlisle 5. Widnes clawed themselves back into the game with 7 minutes left in this first half. Agar to kick off. Using the wind again, kicks deep. Pushing Widnes back into their 25. Alan Agar, the Carlisle number 7, directing operations at the base of the scrum. O'Neill. I would think Widnes will be very happy at the moment. 5 points each at this stage to turn around with the wind. Lockwood, he's lost it. Hollingsworth. Good handoff there from Terry Hollingsworth. Agar. Two minutes left in this first half. Carlisle will be content to hold on to this. Morgan. Oh, another good pass from Mick Morgan. And Davis Evans is still going. Braley coming inside. Agar. Play on, says the referee. Birdsall. He's coming down. Well, Carlisle have cleared themselves in 5 or 6 tackles there from their own line to put them on the attack. Kick through from Alan Agar there. Rolling into touch. He's made very good use of that wind to that corner. Coming up to half-time now. Carlisle 5 yards from the Widnes line. Can Widnes hold them out, or will we go in at honours even with Widnes 5, Carlisle 5? And it's Widnes ball. Adams to pick up on the blind side. Widnes number 13 and captain Mick Adams. Gregory coming away with it. Goalie. Widnes will be content to play this ball to the hooter for half-time, I think. Lockwood. Adams. Gregory. Cunningham coming strong on the ball. Oh, and a nice pass from Cunningham. Gregory. It's still a goal. A good ankle tack there from the hooker, Crowther. Adams. He's looking for support, but it's not there. Well, Mick Adams was looking for support, but it wasn't there. No. John Holsworth's insisting upon good scrummaging here this afternoon, and in the main he's been getting it. And a good clean heel there. Gregory. Myler. Oh, he's gone round Bargett. Oh, and a lovely break here from Myler. Can he go all the way? No. Almost a try there. Could have sent Widnes in very, very happy. But I'm sure they'll be delighted to be on level terms with Carlisle at 5 points each. Alan Agar to kick off for Carlisle after a very creditable first half. Though a second division side holding Widnes to 5 points to 5 in this second half. Goalie. Lockwood. O'Neill. Would you expect Widnes to use this wind the second half, Alec?
Well, I think Mick Adams will use it, but I'd like to have been a fly on the wall in Widnes dressing room at half-time, because I think Dougie Lawton will have had strong words with them, because they've dropped a lot of balls in the first half and they've been very un-Widnes-like. And I think this time you'll see him playing the 6 tackles more.
Lockwood, O'Neill. We'll hopefully see Lockwood or Adams spraying the ball about, and there is a kick to touch. Good long kick there from John Myler into touch. And the referee, John Holsworth, there with a gadget at his side to monitor the pulse and heart stress. And no doubt his heart has really been going up 5 points to 5. Being tested by Salford University for all the referees this season. Scrum now, 5 yards. The Carlisle line. Widnes have the advantage of the loose head. But penalty to Carlisle, foot up by Keith Elwell, the Widnes hooker, and Mize and John Holsworth really telling him. Steve Ferris puts a relieving kick to touch there. Raybould. Morgan. Birdsall. Carlisle keeping the ball tight here against this wind. Crowther acting half-back. Well tackled by the Widnes number 13, Mick Adams. Hagar. Hollingsworth. But he meets Adams coming back again. Birdsall. And the 6th tackle. This second half should see whether the greater pace of the Widnes side will begin to pay dividends in the last 15-20 minutes. Andy Gregory to put the ball in. Widnes ball. Oh, and he missed it. Well, I don't think Eddie Cunningham, the Widnes number 4, was quite aware what Andy Gregory was going to do. But it's Carlisle on the attack, and Crowther going down the middle. He's quite a live wire in the loose, this Carlisle number 9. Morgan. Raybould. Strong run from Raybould with 3 yards from the Widnes line. Morgan. Birdsall. But the Widnes defence holding tight. The 6th tackle. A nice chance at a drop. No. Keith Elwell got up very quick on Alan Hagar, the Carlisle number 7, to foil that attempt at drop goal. Goalie. He's had O'Neill and offside. Well, Carlisle have been defending very, very well and have been lying up onto the ball. And a good decision there from referee Holsworth. Mick Burke to take the kick to touch. Putting some height in the ball, getting it into that wind. Now can we see something from Widnes? Adams, Lockwood, Cunningham. Held there by the Carlisle forwards. Lockwood, Myler, George. Still going. Cunningham. Good ball out to Elwell. Burke. Well, we're going round in circles at the moment. Widnes put 6 or 7 passes together and in fact didn't make 5 yards there. Adams. "20 yards out from the Carlisle line. Widnes putting the pressure on now. Lockwood, Gregory, is he going for that gap? Oh, that nice pass there to O'Neill. He's a strong boy, is this Andy Gregory. When he sees a gap, he really goes for it. And here he is again. Lockwood. Widnes putting the pressure on here now. 6th tackle coming up. Carlisle need to hold out. Oh, and a silly offence there from Carlisle. Charlie Birdsall and Ian Crowther not allowing Mick Lockwood to play the ball. And that should give another easy chance to Mick Burke, the Widnes fullback, to have a shot at goal. He's really explaining what he wants there, is the referee. About 20 yards out to the left of the posts. And he misses it. Well, that was a costly miss for Mick Burke, so the score remains at Widnes 5, Carlisle 5. Lockwood, Gregory, O'Neill, he's lost it. It's still about Gregory. Well, they've got the ball back, but they've lost 10 or 15 yards. Adams using the wind again, a long raking kick, and it beats fullback Steve Ferris. This, I think, should be the pattern of the game this half, Alec.
Well, that was a beautiful kick from Mick Adams, and they're really the killer. They're the drainers. They take everything out. You've worked very hard to get over the Widnes halfway line, and then all of a sudden he bangs you back in the corner flag. It was a beautiful kick, and I think we'll see more about this. But Widnes at the moment are looking very sluggish. The crowd are trying to get behind them, and really it's not having any effect.
And of course the advantage of putting kicks in like that now in this season is that the attacking side have the loose head, should win the ball, but there they don't. Agar to put in, but they win it this time. Gregory, Adams going for the line. Oh, and well drawn there for Keith Bentley. A very nice blindside movement, quickly done. Mick Adams staying out of the scrum to put Widnes in the lead at 8 points to 5.
Well, what about this for basic football? The ball goes in, Andy Gregory just slips it blindside, draws Dennis Boyd, Mick Adams draws the wingman, and there's a beautiful try for Keith Bentley. The simplest of tries, but very effective and very needed.
Mick Burke with Widnes in the lead for the first time, hoping to increase this with a kick wide out to the touch. He swings it in well. Oh, and a nice kick. He used the wind to good effect there to increase Widnes's lead and put them in that lead there at 10 points to 5. 10 minutes into the second half. That's a good morale booster there from Widnes. Good kick from Mike Burke. O'Neill, the tempo of the game is hotting up a little now as these forwards are beginning to get to grips. Gregory, Adams, Gawley, he's through. Anyone support with him? Oh, he's lost it! And it's a knock-on. Well, Les Gawley was looking for support, but unfortunately trying to get the pass out, he lost it, and I think took a knock in the process.
Well, this again is a beautiful break from Gawley, and he's going through there. He shoves one man off, but just look at Andrew Gregory here. Should he release the ball? I think Gregory's saying, give it me, but then he just throws it and loses it near the line, and he's took a knock in the process.
And Frank Tobin and Harry Dawson are leading Les Gawley off the field. Obviously taking a heavy knock. And that'll be the signal for the substitute to come on. Will be number 15, Widnes number 15, Glyn Shaw, ex-Neath, ex-Wales, ex-Barbarians Rugby Union of a few years ago. Widnes taken all the scrums in this second half to date. They'll be looking to this one as they press home now. Carlisle have it, and a good strong run here from Dennis Boyd, the loose forward, gaining 30-40 yards there, showing the advantage of the new law this season whereby the loose forward can stay out of the scrum. Morgan, well, when they've looked to be down this Carlisle side, they've come bursting back through their forwards. Terry Hollingsworth and Widnes offside. Keith Elwell caught, encroaching a little. He's having a word with John Holsworth. But if he thinks that was 10 yards, I would like to buy a carpet for his front room. And a good kick to touch there. Good kick to touch. It's Carlisle ball, Alan Agar. He's still going, plays it himself. Morgan driving for the post. Agar. Well, Carlisle are putting the pressure on this Widnes line here. Morgan again. Boyd, a strong bullocking run there. Held back by Michael Neal. Is he over Charlie Birdsall? Yes, he scored! Oh, good forward pressure there from Carlisle again. And Charlie Birdsall records his third try of the season. Steve Ferris to take what should be a very kickable one to the left of the posts, hoping to add to his kick of the first half. Yes, it's there. And 19 minutes into the second half, Widnes 10, Carlisle 10.
Well, this is a good try and shown a lot of character here, Carlisle, because they've certainly never been out of this game, and Charlie Birdsall, he knocks two men off. He's going over now, and he does very well to score this try, and the game is really in the melting pot now.
Michael Neal, Adams, probing, looking, gets the ball away to Elwell. Gregory, oh, what can this young scrum half do? Cunningham, good burst, Bentley. This Carlisle tackling has certainly been superb. It's no wonder they've got the best defensive record in the second division. Ryan Lockwood. Gregory, O'Neill. Well held there by the Carlisle number 8, Steve Raybould. Adams. That attempted drop, a long one. And he's kicked it. Well, a 35-yard drop from Hook, from the Widnes captain. Mick Adams puts Widnes in the lead at 11 points to 10.
Well, what a drop goal this is. Look at this for cool, calm, collected. And what a beautiful goal. 35 yards right in the middle of the H's. And what an important goal that is.
Seven minutes to go. Mick Adams urging them on. Widnes 11, Carlisle 10. Only 1 point in this game. Raybould. Carlisle must get back up that other end of the field if they're to be in with a chance. They can't linger down here. Morgan looking to get the ball away, but nobody there. Boyd. Agar, picked up by Robinson. Still keeps it going, Bargett. Another long distance try is needed from Joe Bargett. Agar. Oh, out to the wingman now, what can he do? Wally Youngman. Well tackled by Keith Bentley. Sixth tackle coming up. Keith Ferris. Boyd. He's still going. Well, he keeps Carlisle the pressure on. He keeps them in that half. And Widnes scrum half, Andy Gregory coming off. Looks to be carrying his right arm at the side of him. And Steve O'Neill coming on a forward. Well, this is the problem of Widnes having two forwards on the substitutes bench. And Widnes win the ball. Burke coming in. Good strong run, but he's lost it. A knock on. Yes, the crowd may roar, but I think the referee's decision was right there. A knock on from Mick Burke. And we have the unusual sight of a prop forward out on the wing, Alec. Rather unusual.
Well, this is the position Widnes have been in. They chose to play two forwards on the bench. And now they've moved Michael O'Neill onto the wing. I wouldn't like to see him go 60 yards because he's got some pace, but I don't think he's got that much.
Keith Bentley. Eddie Cunningham, here's a chance to see some pace. Is he there? There's Mick O'Neill, he's going. The prop forward on the wing and he gets in. What a try. Well, it's unbelievable. What a burst from that prop forward.
Well, how does it make you eat your words? What about this? Eddie Cunningham makes the break. I've just been saying I don't think O'Neill can go the length of the field. He does just that. He chases two forwards off, sprints 30 yards, and what a beautiful try, and a really deserved try for a prop forward. What a great try.
With 4 minutes left in the match, this kick from Burke, if successful, could clinch the game, I feel. Would take the game away from Carlisle. It's in a similar position, well out, 40 yards out on the touch to the one he kicked previously. He'll be hoping to use that wind to good effect again, swing it in. Gets it again. Well, an excellent example of goal kicking from Burke there. Using the wing to good effect, slots the ball between the posts and puts Widnes at 16 points to 10. Ian Crowther, Carlisle hooker. In injury time now as Steve Raybould takes the ball away. Birdsall. Lockwood and Crowder having a go at each other there. And the referee's got a melee on his hands here. What a way to end such a good game. A sad ending to such a good game. No need for it, totally unnecessary. And some of the more sensible players helping to sort things out. Well, that incident flared up out of nothing. And the touch judge, Mr. Ryder, has no doubt seen Brian Lockwood throw that punch and Crowther retaliate. This may have been occasioned something going on in the scrum that we couldn't quite see.
Well, this is totally unnecessary. If you see Brian Lockwood here, he is the aggressor. He doesn't like this. There's a little bit of pushing. One pushes back, and then all of a sudden you see Brian Lockwood leash one up, and in my opinion Brian Lockwood should have walked.
Well, we're back with the play. Still not happy with those front rows. Having a word with Widnes substitute Glyn Shaw, the number 15. But a good heel, John Myler, acting scrum half, picks it up, and there's O'Neill going again. And the hooter, the end of the game. Widnes keep the record intact.